So, as mentioned at the top of the show, we are filmmakers. We have a film group called the Ruse Films, and last year,
12 months from now.
12 months from now,
No.
12 months ago, almost to the day, we were working on something called Skeleton Squad.
Oh shit.
Tell us about Skeleton Squad, since it's your baby.
Skeleton Squad, kind of a pet project of mine, shot in between graduation and the start of my life. It was basically a 30-minute short film, kind of something in the vein, kind of very fun. Wanted to capture the adventure feel of something like the Goonies, Monster Squad, early 80s films, meets the Grindhouse Tarantino stylings of today, mixed with a little bit of, I guess it's pure uncut fun. It's kind of what I was going for. Nothing too story, heavy. 30-minute short film. We shot it in October. Pretty much, it's my little intro to that.
That's your intro to Skeleton Squad. But the reason why we're bringing it up is because just recently it had its theatrical premiere as a part of a double feature night with another independent film group here in town.
Indeed.
The two movies were Vegas Land and Skeleton Squad. And the cool thing, well, what's our involvement with Skeleton Squad?
Okay. We've
You,
already
sir?
established what I've done. Let's move it over to Mr. Evan Clone, a.k.a.
I played a role in the movie. I was Benny the Bruiser, the pothead in the movie that fights with nunchucks.
That's right.
And where's my character t-shirt?
And of course, I'm a pothead in the movie, and I wear a Dare t-shirt. Of course, you're gonna have to see something like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What did I do in the movie?
You were.
You're a son and you're a J. I remember one shot. I looked at someone who was holding the camera. I was like, dude, Langley and Casey look like Jay and Silent Bob right now. And then the camera went up there, and it's like Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Then Casey was like,
yeah, you have no footage. You've seen it now. Aside from that, mainly visual effects, monster acting. That's what.
I
Blood
was
Ghoul, aka Blood Raven.
yeah, he was he was a fighting monster. I mean, the monster was someone else, but when it came down to the stunts and whatnot, Langley was a monster. How'd you feel about that?
being the monster.
Yeah,
It was awesome. It was great. Anytime that I get a chance to run around and kick things and punch things and make funky noises.
And anytime I get to fight you, I get scared. I mean, I had to fight you when you're the part that didn't make the movie when I did a backflip onto the tree.
Right.
I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't hurt me.
Yes.
It was a good time. Yeah. Being in the monster makeup and the leather trench coat and all that, it was very hot. But it helped us out that we were filming on Mount Charleston, which is a mountain near Las Vegas.
Which is 20 degrees cooler than Vegas.
It was a blast.
What? Let's talk about what wasn't so good. What did we learn from Skeleton Squad?
From what everybody told me when I was the story was just a little bit hard to follow, which I thought by the time it came to our second premiere, it was really good. Everybody was able to follow. The people that I brought into the premiere, they enjoyed it. They thought it was great. They followed the story actually.
Yeah.
So I thought that second part was really good.
One of the benefits of being a filmmaker, showing something, getting some feedback, kind of recutting the art of the director's cut. First cut, I'll be the first to admit, took a little bit more chances. Things weren't so linear. It was just, I'll be the first to admit, a little hard to follow. Something we plan to address. I addressed the director's cut, reworked some scenes, and generally, everybody I talked to, followed the story,
Yeah.
It wasn't an issue. So.
I think that whenever you are the writer and the director, sometimes it's because you've got the whole thing in your head, and you really need to get.
You know what it is.
Yeah, you need to get because there's things that you're going to take for granted that you already know that may not be showing up in the movie. Here's what I learned from the Skeleton Squad shoot, is that don't place unrealistic time limits on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's leading into the first Skeleton Squad theatrical premiere. Tell us about that, dude.
I kind of blocked that out, guys. I screened that before?
Yeah.
Before? Well, pretty brutal. Basically what happened there, pretty ambitious guy, had to place unrealistic goals on myself sometimes. Was graduating, we had 3 months to shoot it. We booked the theater for the premiere about 4 months in advance. And it's definitely good to have the movie done before you even start thinking about theaters. That's from filmmaker to filmmaker tip. But basically, yeah, you know, we had the movie shot, directed, you know, edited, cut down, and then we had an October 31st deadline that we hit. You know, we had the first cut done for that, and it was rough. You know, we were basically burning the DVD that day. It was 5 o'clock, the screening was going to be at 7. 6 o'clock came, we're still burning the disc, and, you know, it was rough. You know, we came down there, came to the theater with the disc. Everybody was waiting for about a good 45 minutes or so.
Yeah,
everybody was to start the show already. We put the disc in, everything started beautifully. 10 minutes, 15 minutes came in. Skip, done.
Every time the movie skipped, every time it froze, it was like a knife. Like
yeah, I kind of like held my breath during it. I held my breath. I stayed still up, and then when it kept on playing, I was like, okay.
At that point,
then it skipped again. I was like, ugh.
I was just so exhausted. I was just had no sleep towards the end. I was just like.
You looked like it too.
I was ready to die. It was pretty brutal. That being said, though.
Right. That's what I wanted to get to. It was like, even though.
You know, learning experience. You know, learned so much. Built up the skin. You know, recut it. Took some time on it. Learned immensely, and then I think, you know, finessed it. Came up with much better products. You know, cut together, and really finished it off right. You know, that was my main goal. You know, put so much time and effort into this project. I just wanted to finish it off right. Kind of just end it, and then.
I would say that the second premiere really finished it off.
Yeah,
it was really good. A lot of positive reviews. A lot of people coming up to me saying, you know, good job, you guys did an awesome job, blah blah this and that. Just good positive reviews. They enjoyed it. I got people saying, okay, where can I get a copy of this? You know.
Speaking of which, where can we get a copy of this?
You can get a copy of this DVD, Skeleton Squad, at therusefilms.com. THERUSE Films. You guys know how to spell that, I hope so.
FILMS if you don't. Main
page, Film Baby, you can click that link, and then you can either download the digital version straight to your iPod or the DVD version.
And here's what I think is really cool about it is all the special features, the outtakes, the bloopers, the video diary, behind the scenes stuff.
The special features are really great to watch. Honestly, when I put on Skeleton Squad, my copy of Skeleton Squad, I go straight to the special features.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff there.
Yeah, it's just really happy. I mean, especially for us knowing each other and whatnot, the personal stuff that we we do is like we know each other's jokes and whatnot. It's just really great to watch.
Just for the sake of horning ourselves even more, I think on a value standpoint, I mean, there's a lot of, I think there's like over 8 short films.
There's 8 short films on here besides.
That we've done trailers too.
Covering our 48-hour film adventures from Clap, Hero Genuine Draft.
That could be a whole show in and of itself, talking about the 48-hour.
There's a lot of special features in
challenge, especially as it applies to Las Vegas.
Indeed. That being said, that's Skeleton Squad.
Skeleton Squad.
I'm gonna jump in.